Today's lesson is 71, powers of fractions and roots of fractions. So first of all, let's talk about powers. We call them exponents, and let's start with something simple as 2 to the second power, or to the second exponent. And remember that that simply means 2 times 2, which in this case equals 4. If we write that similarly, but with two numbers involved, such as a fraction to the second power, or the second exponent, that simply could be put as 2 times 2 over 3 times 3, which equals, of course, 4 over 9. Another way of thinking about it, if you're used to doing fractions, and we start with our same 2/3 to the second power, would be to think of it as 2/3, this is an equal, 2/3 times 2/3, which of course is still 4/9. In the case of roots, fractions are roots, we think in terms, again, of remembering that if you have an equation that looks like this, or a problem that looks like this, what they really want to know is what number times itself will equal 9. And since we know our times tables, we know that the answer is 3, because 3 times 3 equals 9. Okay, similarly, if you have a square root problem, and we were to do a cubed root, like the exercise in the book, and they give you something like 1 over 64, what they want to know is what three fractions times themselves, what fraction times itself 3 times, would be a better way to say it, will equal 1 over 64. Well, the top is easy because we know that 1 times 1 times 1 is still going to equal 1. What we might have to think about a little more clearly is what the bottom number is, because again we know our times tables, we can figure out that 4 times 4 is 16 times 4 again is going to give us 64. So there you have the idea of finding roots as it is. We go to another form where there's a number on top and bottom. We might do something as simple as the square root of 9 over 16. And again, what we really want to know is what number times itself will equal 9 over 16. And so, of course, we can go back to 9. We know that 3 times 3 equals 9, and we know that 4 times 4 is 16. So the answer to this, of course, then is just 3/4.